is literally our worst nightmare. We've lost everything. Good morning guys and welcome back. Now we're in the middle of a pretty crazy series of events that's playing out right now behind us. So there is a dead whale and the carcass has been floating around the lagoon here the past few days, and it's caused a hell of a feeding frenzy with giant tiger sharks. If you haven't seen the last episode, I recommend going and checking that one out. But now, first things first, this morning we're gonna head back out and see if we can find it again, because yesterday, early in the morning, was when the sharks were most active. There was just so many sharks around it, all feeding. So fingers crossed we can get back out there and find where it is today and hopefully see something like that playing out. This is gonna be crazy, guys. Jess is just flying the drone over it to get a bit of a look to see what's going on there. See if it is the whale carcass and how many sharks there are.
Is that it? See what I mean? It doesn't look like it.
Oh no, false alarm?
Well, there's no sharks over it and there's... See what I mean? Something's floating, but it's not... That's definitely the white thing that's popping out of the water, isn't it?
Yeah, go closer. It's got to be it.
I think it's another chunk of it. Like a rib or something.
Maybe there's been a feeding frenzy overnight and then this is just something left of it.
This is not the part we are looking for. Oh yeah, this is the bottom jaw.
Is
it? I think so.
Is this the part you swam on a few days ago?
Yeah, it must be the part of the hair we swam on the first day. Conditions are so nice today. You can see everything. Let's keep looking. We just spotted our mom and her calf in the bay here. They're such in shallow water. They're just over here. It's amazing.
This is literally our worst nightmare. We've lost everything. We've been doing our best the last few hours, but there's not much more we can do. We've got an anchor set up the beach. We just got to wait for that tide to drop, but so it's a long night.
The tide is coming in now, so our chances to get it out slimmer and slimmer. Jackie's over there diving to see if we can find any lapwings.
So what the video footage doesn't show is the hours we spent wrestling with the swell, trying our best to save the boat. We honestly did everything we could. But Mother Nature had other ideas and just proved to be too powerful. Our torchlights faded throughout the night, and we'd hoped the sunrise would bring some relief and warmth, or even wake us up from this nightmare. But unfortunately it didn't. It just highlighted the reality of the situation, and we try our best to salvage what we can. It's been a pretty crazy 48 hours. I'm not sure how much you guys would have seen. We've lost cameras and we've lost everything, but we're heading back down now to the scene of the incident in hope to salvage some gear. So it's been a couple of days since you've last seen us. That storm has now passed, and it's hard to believe this beautiful little bay is the scene of the crime that brought the Salty Dingo unstuck. So yeah, we've come back down here, and it's a hell of a lot nicer today than when we last left it. So when the boat sunk, we lost everything on board. As you guys know, we pretty much live out of that boat, and our whole livelihood is on board. It would now be sort of scattered out along the ocean floor here. Things like drones, cameras, masks, fins, all of our diving gear, fishing gear, spearing gear, the whole works. We feel like today is our only opportunity to get in while the weather's good and have a bit of a look around, see what we can salvage before the currents take it off, and we'll never get another chance. So fingers crossed we can salvage some stuff here. Fran, what are you hoping to find?
All right, so main things we're looking for is drone, the Sony camera with the good zoom lens, my mask with the GoPro, and an extra GoPro. These are the main things.
I feel like we're on a little bit of a treasure hunt because before the boat sunk, Fran, we'd actually had like some of the best days filming we've ever had. So although the cameras will now be broken, the memory cards on them are really are really valuable to us. We've got some really nice footage that we'd love to recover. It's kind of funny, like, you lose a boat that's worth so much, but it'd just be like a nice little sentimental boost if we manage to find some of these cameras.
Yeah.
So here we go. We're gonna get in there quick before the weather gets rough, guys. Wish us luck. All right, guys, we'll tell you everything that happened a little bit later on. We'll give you the full rundown of how the dingo ended up on the beach and why it all came unstuck. But for now, while this weather's good, we really want to, this is our best chance to find any gear, so we're gonna get in the water. What do you reckon, Fran? We do like a bit of a search pattern, walk up here, 100 meters, come down together.
Yeah.
Say 200 meters, go a little bit further offshore, and then just keep working our way offshore.
Yeah.
And then see where most of the stuff's ended up on the bottom.
Yeah.
All right.
Wish us luck.
Wish us luck, guys. Hey, Fran, I found something. I think it's my board shorts. Just a rubbish bag, Fran's fins. Just gonna mark where we got to. I'm finding some stuff here. Alright, this is a good spot. Hopefully find the drone and the GoPro. Woohoo! Oh, Fran!
Just call me over, I think you found something.
This is your mask. This is the #1 priority you wanted to find.
Yep.
Stoked for you.
No.
Oh, this is from the drone. Hey Fran, I found something over here.
I think Jackie's on a roll.
Woohoo!
That's a fire pit. Are you thirsty? Jack reckons good find.
It's a whale vertebra.
Okay. Hey Jack, looks like there's more stuff offshore. Looks like there's more stuff offshore. Should we go out?
Yeah. We'll get it later. So cool, hey? Found the side of the salty dingo. Got the 5 hit.
Jack is still looking in the water, and I'm gonna have a walk on the beach to see if anything has washed up. We did have a bit of a wind with those few things we found, and that dugong swim was just the best experience ever. So playful. I've never seen one that playful. It was imitating my moves and going upside down and keeping the fins close to its chest. So cool. We found the machete.
Thank you. Guess what I found? Found my hat, my favorite hat. This has now survived 2 sunken boats. It's like a boomerang, it just keeps coming back. But unfortunately I was quite bummed I didn't find the drone or the GoPro, which I really wanted. I think it's got probably the best footage we've ever captured on it, so it's gone. But oh well, really happy we found Fran's mask actually. That was a bit of a win.
Yeah, so these are the finds. Shirt, towel, pistols, flipper, gas cooker, fire pit, my mask, my cherry, this big piece of the gunnel, and Sunny's gloves. Jack reckons this is the best find, and a few random pieces.
I just got a fly in my mouth.
Yeah, it must be so hot.
Cheers to the salty dingo. What a life she lived.
You wear me down. My actions will be forgiven. When we first met, a simple text.
All right guys, long story short, this is what happened. The dingo is no more, unfortunately. It looks like the dingo is dead. This is how it went down. We'd had a great few days out here filming that whale carcass with all the tiger sharks feeding on it. We'd just been following that for 3 or 4 days and having some of the best times of our life. Come the afternoon, we anchored the boat offshore as per usual. I put one anchor down how I usually do, a heavier anchor, heavier mooring line. And then it was forecast to be a little bit of wind, but there is nowhere here you can get out of it. There's nowhere to shelter. So as a safety factor, I put down a second anchor purely as a safety factor. We came in, as the sun was setting, a sort of storm started to pick up, and then the wind really shifted onshore and really picked up a lot more than forecasted. It was only meant to be 12 knots, sort of no worries. We sort of had 25 knots plus, which should be no worries for the boat and the anchor line we've got. As another safety factor, we thought we'd just kind of do constant checks on it just to make sure it didn't drag anchor or make sure it was sitting all right. Fran checked on it at 10:38. She remembers seeing her phone, the time, and we had an alarm set at 11. 10:38, the boat is sitting perfectly, just riding over the waves. At 11 o'clock, the alarm goes off. Fran just sticks her head out the swag, and oh man, I just sort of what come next sort of still hurts, to be honest. She's like, no, the boat's getting washed onto the beach, and like we run out of the swag just down here. It's hard to believe now when it's calm, but there was like a beach break, big waves smashing on the beach, and the dingo was in the middle of that, and it only takes one wave over the side, just flooded the boat. Crazy, the power in it. The wave washed that big fuel drum out the front, it washed the eskies out, it just washed everything out of the boat like that. So all of our belongings are then scattered up and down the beach. Initially we went and grabbed the boat to try and push it offshore, but quickly became evident that we were no match for Mother Nature. It was just so powerful, the waves and the swell, and it was actually sort of potentially really dangerous. At once the outgoing wave sort of tripped Fran up. She fell in front of the boat, and it was like a ooh shit moment. Like this could get a lot worse than it already is, with the boat potentially rolling on her. So she managed to get out of that. But then what followed, so this is 11 p.m, what followed for the next sort of 9 hours is we're just wrestling with Mother Nature through the dark. Shout out to Fran. It was cold, it was hard, and she just didn't whinge a bit. It was she's a pretty amazing woman for that. So we're wrestling, trying to get the boat back in. Once we surrendered that, we then shifted to plan B, which is getting the boat as far up the beach as possible, but we just couldn't manipulate it at all. You couldn't move it. It was just, we were really helpless. We're at mercy of the power of the ocean here, and basically the dingo just got smashed all night, and eventually about 5 a.m. smashed the starboard side off the boat there, which was quite confronting to see. It was just a long, horrible night. Somewhere in there, Fran managed to run up to the top of the sand dune and get phone reception. And she called my sister, who lives a few hours away, organised a rescue with NATO. Shout out to NATO, love you mate. You come down, and Jess and NATO managed to drag the boat out the next day at about 9 or 10 a.m. So it was a hell of a long night. I'm sure I've skipped over a hell of a lot of details there, guys. It's still a little bit hard to talk about. But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a full Q&A question and answer session with the crew on Patreon. If you guys have got any more questions about what happened and what went wrong and all that type of stuff, it'd be good to have a chat with the crew on there. Yeah, what we later found out is the anchor line snapped, you know, that, which is frustrating when gear fails like that. The salty dingo had been sitting around for a couple of years, and that rope had been sitting in the sun, and it must have just fatigued the rope, which was a bugger. And the second anchor, when I reversed in and hooked the first one, it never got a chance to hook, and then it kind of dragged with the swell up onto the beach as well. So just wanted to say a massive thank you to you guys just for being here and watching. Sorry we're a little bit flat today. Hopefully there's better things on the horizon. And if you would like to chat more and be a part of that Q&A, you're welcome to join the crew on Patreon. Look forward to having a chat to you guys on there. All right, cheers guys. Goodbye for now.